Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me make sure the volume's up on this thing. Hey, how you guys doing? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Oh, my volume was like hella low. Hey guys, how are you? Happy New Year. How are you guys doing? Good to see you all. I have been resting. How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Hey, living my best life. Happy New Year, love. How are you? Hey, y'all. Oh, this coffee hot. How is everyone? How y'all been doing? It's so good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Michelle. Hey. I wanted to come on here. I'm trying to do this every Sunday. Y'all hold me accountable. Hey, War Saint. Y'all hold me accountable. 2026 is looking differently for Big Craft Works. Spirit has moved us into focusing on giving you guys the sauce. So, all this year, the focus is on Happy New Year, love. Happy New Year is on giving y'all the sauce. I'm going to be doing a lot more in Patreon because it's off the radar, and giving you guys more information. And I am also, right now, I think I have 3 spots left because Spirit said I can only take 5 people. I've got 3 spots left of people that I'm going to be literally helping them improve on their conjure, giving them the rituals, the spells, the things. So this year, we're definitely going to do that. And we're also making sure that I'm visible and I'm available to you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll be here every Sunday. Okay. You definitely need that. Message me. It is because Happy New Year, Tanya. Happy New Year, life lover. How are you? Oh, it's Donna. That's one of my day one babies, y'all. And so if people are wanting to do this themselves, because there's a lot of people that are very cool with just, I'll call Keisha, I'll send her some money, she'll handle it, it is what it is, everything will be good. But some of y'all are in bloodlines where the ancestors are saying it's time for you to do the work, because you're going to have to do the work for others in your family, others things in your life, and you need to know how to do it for yourself. Because as the old folks say, late in the midnight hour. Okay, so Sundays at 10:30 Central Time, I'll be here. Yeah. So yeah, the answer is Sundays at 10:30 Central. I'll be here. But that is the answer. They're saying that when it's late at night, when you get that phone call, when that cousin gets in that situation, my ears ringing, when that situation happens, you need to know how to handle it. And not taking your practice lightly. And so for those who feel that call, I'm taking these 5 people in and we're going in. We're going in. Because if you've not seen or noticed anything else, hey Tasha, if you don't see or know anything else after last year, what we're already dealing with politically in the US is that we need to be able to access power spiritually without thinking about it, without doubt. And the ancestors are not a figment of our imagination. Spiritual power is not a joke. It is not something that you should take lightly. It is something that can literally improve your everyday life. I had a young lady DM me in the beginning of September. I think it was September the 2nd or the 3rd. It was on Instagram. And she was like, everything has hit the fan. My house is going into foreclosure. My husband doesn't have a job. I don't know what I'm going to do. Thank you so much. And everything is gone left. So then I tell her, okay, you could get XYZ service and then I can handle some stuff for you. She said, I don't have it. I don't have anything. I'm broker than broke. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I said, okay, no problem. I said, let me talk to Spirit and see what they want you to do. Spirit gave me the directions. By September the 17th, that young lady messaged me back on Instagram. Mind you, we've been talking back and forth this whole time. She messaged me back on Instagram and said they stopped the foreclosure. They made a mistake in the paperwork. Then a couple of days later, she messaged me and she said, wait a minute. They sent some money. There was a mistake in a refund and a mortgage that they did not count. Spirit stopped her foreclosure. It didn't take 30 days. I think it took like maybe 15 days total. And it wasn't nothing crazy. She didn't have to go do nothing crazy and shamalama ding dong and run around in circles. It was super simple. Go do this, go do this. It was in her house. The solution was in her house. And that is the answer to a lot of the things that we went through in 2025. Spirit said we kept reaching out. I said you keep reaching out to find a solution. You kept reaching out to find something. And the answer and the solution is in your house. It's in your house. I just did an ebook about opening your roads that you can use all year long. Cleansing, $7, right? At the end of the day, every ingredient that is in there is in your house. It's stuff you use every day. It's in your spice cabinet. Even if you don't season your food, you got this one. It's in there. It is a real thing. One of the people who are on this live came from another country. Spirit said it was time for her to go. They tried to kidnap her. Spirit protected her. She's now here in the US because Spirit put her here. They took care of her. They helped to guide her here. They are providing for her here and protecting for her family there. This is real. This isn't a game. Your people are ready to go. The ancestors are ready to go. They're ready to teach. They're ready to give you the sauce. They don't want you to have to come to me. I love all y'all. I'll talk to y'all on a random Tuesday. Okay, let's just have a conversation and a cup of coffee. But they don't want you to need me and anybody else. Anybody who's trying to withhold that information is gatekeeping. And your ancestors are opening the gates to you. They're bringing you the information. I feel them on me very much on this Sunday morning. And so whatever you need, if you haven't received it, it was due to the timing or due to ability, right? Due to the timing, maybe it wasn't the right time for you to receive it and you wouldn't be able to hold it. Maybe your container has not grown to a size large enough for you to be able to hold it. And I get that. There's so many big things. Crying and sending you hugs, but that's your ancestors. They said don't send her no hugs. That's the ancestors saying we're confirming to her that she's headed in the right direction. Okay, and that it is time for you to learn, because when we don't get what we want, a lot of times people, they'll pull back. They'll be like, oh, well, this ain't for me. I must have made a mistake. My work didn't work. Baby, the work works every time. The work works every time. There is never a point when your work doesn't work. I want you to get that ingrained in your head, in your heart, in your mind. There is never a time that the work doesn't work. It always works. Okay? But it's how it's interpreted. So heavy, so tired, still waiting. Don't get weary in well doing. What does that mean, right? When the church said, don't be weary in well doing, they said it was, don't get tired of doing what's right because it's right to do right. Don't get tired while you are doing well within your body. What is doing well within your body? Being content even when the conditions don't seem to match your vision, right? Not saying you're satisfied with it, because we're not satisfied with it until we get what we want, but being content, right? Knowing that you are provided for, protected, and that everything is coming to fruition within divine timing. You are divine timing. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. As long as you're breathing, as long as your heart is still beating, it's still coming. Don't give up. A lot of people are going to give up because by midnight on December 31st, they had not seen their manifestation. The year ain't over, baby. The year ain't over till like February the 13th, 17th, something like that. It's a long way. We're still shedding. It's still that 9 year. It's still that snake. We're still transforming. That's why you're heavy. That's why you're tired. That's why you don't want to go anywhere. That's why I ain't got on no makeup and no lashes. And this is fuel for the day. Because we're supposed to be going within. We're supposed to be meditating and praying. Spirit said yesterday, because I said, why are you telling me to tell her to meditate and pray? Like she already prayed. They said, she needs both, because prayer is a conversation and meditation is a realization. She needs both. You need both. You need to converse with your divine self, with your higher self, with God, with your ancestors. Have that conversation. That's your prayer. And then you need to meditate, get quiet, go within, sit in the dark, so you can realize how powerful you are, how strong you are, and how much you've accomplished. Y'all not giving yourself any credit for what you did last year. Last year was a doozy. It was hard. It was not easy. I am draining financially. I work and do Uber. I don't have a dollar. I applied for a position. I'm going to send you what to do so you can go get a job. I was just on your website to book a reading, but I thought I would message you first and I see you live. You can ask me here if you would like. I have no problem answering for you. Life lover, I got you. I didn't get it. My manager said somebody blocked me. Okay. We're going to go around it. There's always a way around. There's always a solution. I got you. I think you just text me too. If you just text me living my best life, then I'm going to message you back when I get off of here. But there's always a solution. There's always an answer. There's always a way. People say this about hoodoo, but I say this for all. Okay. All right. I'm going to message you when I get off of here. It's not just hoodoo. It's magic in general. Because, yeah, sweetie, I got you. I got you. Just tell me what you want me to answer. Appalachian magic, Irish magic, Italian magic, Wicca, okay? Any of this stuff was because people had to take what they had and make it work. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't overcomplicate your walk or your practice. Because you got what you need to get what you want. That's what magic is all about. That's what spirituality is all about. I know one thing, Keisha, I do not live above my means of financials, so I'm happy now. Congratulations, because that's a common problem for all of us, where we do too much with what we got and we stretch it too far. So congratulations, that's a big one. But what I'm saying is you don't have to overcomplicate it, okay? You don't have to overthink it. Your ancestors are right there, ready to listen. And how your people did it is not how mine did it, and vice versa. And that's okay. And everybody's welcome to the party, as long as they mean your greatest and highest good. All of them are welcome. Welcome in to bring you improvement, right? We're asking them to come in, stand up. And the way that they're strengthened is through our prayers and our intentional attention. Attention is the currency on the other side. Like paying them attention, calling them. They say that there are two deaths. The one that you have on the physical, and then the last day someone ever says your name. So you're keeping them alive with your practice. You are making sure that they are remembered. Don't let anyone, and I'm going to say this with full chest, don't let anyone demonize you remembering your ancestors. I don't care what lineage you're from. African American, African, Chinese, Italian, French, Irish, from West Valhalla. I don't care. Okay? Yes, thank you. Tap the screen because your bloodline is your power, baby. That's how you got here. It's getting crazy here. I applied for Canada. I need clarity around that and around the outcome. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna answer your question about you applying for Canada and it's getting crazy around here. First and foremost, you've been on my protection altar this whole time. Okay. I'm answering somebody's question in the live. You've been on my protection altar this whole time because I watch the news too, and I see the foolishness. I see the the Cheeto that's running things, and I know what danger, hey Zay, that puts certain people in. You've been protected, okay? For you, Spirit is saying for you to take a deep breath. Know that you're not in any immediate danger, even though it looks like it's a dumpster fire, right? You're being taken care of. You're being covered. I literally call Archangel Michael down for you, okay? You good. You ain't got to worry about it. Canada is not coming through for you for a couple of reasons, political. That isn't happening right now, but there's no need to panic. Okay. It feels like Canada's an option for you 2027. But the whole of 2026, thank you so much, Zay. I appreciate you, love. The whole of 2026 you covered. You ain't got to worry about being removed from here. You ain't got to worry about pop-ups, none of that. You covered, okay? So take a deep breath. As you know, your grandmother watches you closely, okay? And she's saying, we did not get you all the way over here to let that happen to you, okay? So you take a deep breath and know that that's not going to happen to you. What you're seeing in the news is not going to be your reality. You are covered. You are divinely protected. This isn't just, you're welcome, love. This isn't just talk. There's a couple of people like you that I have on that altar because Spirit said last year at the beginning of the year when certain Cheetos became in power, cover them daily. And I said, cool. So I cover you daily before anybody gets up in his house. Before my sweet 5-year-old can be like, I cover you. So you covered. You good. Yeah, she also doesn't want her to worry. Exactly. There's no need to worry. You're welcome. There's no need to worry. None at all. You're good. You're good. You're good. But that's the thing. The person who asked that question, the Spirit said, you good, you good, you good. She's been doing this work for years. She's been putting in the work behind the scenes for years, venerating her ancestors, talking to them, consulting with them, asking them what you should do, because there's power in experience. That's the difference between a 5-year-old and a 30-year-old experience. What seems impossible can be possible. What seems like it is incredulous, you realize can really be true because of experience and your ancestors or your experience. That is life lived. Honey, ain't nothing you can. I'm in my 40s. I can't tell nobody who's 90 years old nothing. Okay? So I'm going to sit myself down at their feet and ask them to talk to me. And I don't want you to feel like it has to look like anybody else. Okay? This is about things looking like you want them to look, right? You make the practice, you make the plan. You decide if you even want to alter or not. Okay? It's up to you whether or not you even want to alter, because at the end of the day, you are the altar. You're their flesh of their flesh, the bone of their bone. You're their living, walking DNA. If you never put up an altar, you are enough. When you cleanse, they're cleansed. When you eat, they are fed. When you pray, they are heard. Like, it is all you. Facts. The altar is simply a outside physical representation of what is going on here. Here. You understand? So take the pressure off. And please stop letting people tell y'all that your ancestors are upset with you. Happy New Year, Sherelle. Because they're not. They're not upset with you. The ancestors don't have time. Thank you for my fireworks. They don't have time to be mad at you. They're trying to move the bloodline forward through you. So what if you made a mistake? It's just like if you went to grandma's house and you accidentally broke a glass. That's all right, baby. Let's get a broom and clean it up. Now, what I was saying was, there's no time to dwell. There was a quote that was floating around my algorithm, at least, that said, your ancestors been waiting for someone like you to wake up. Yes, because I haven't gotten the water in so long. I've been told that, honey, are you drinking water? You done got them some water. If you done took a sip, you've got them water. And that's the thing. They've waited so long. Y'all don't understand. I'm not going to say that because maybe you do. How heavy the spell of religion was laid on your people. How many generations that spell laid heavy on your people. They literally used it to keep them held hostage and endure all sorts of inhumane horrors, and to still be able to live here. Teach hard, educational purposes only. How heavy that was. Your great, great, great grandma, your great, 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 your great, great, your grandma, your mama. Church, honey, church hard. And here you come. Here you come. You the curse breaker. Hey, TC. You decided I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna reach out to something that I ain't never been told about because something in my soul says this is what I need to do. Do you know how hard that was for you? Do you know how much was riding on you when your ancestor said, she the one, he the one. They gonna carry us through. They gonna go through the fear. They gonna keep going. Stuff gonna go left. They gonna keep going. Their family's gonna ostracize them. And they're gonna keep going because they understand the true value of freedom. Freedom. Well, that's true. I was told I'm a witch or demonic, right? And I said, witchy, witchy, please. Call me what you want to call me. Be mad all day. Because you understand the value of freedom. Your soul said, I want to be free at any cost. I don't care what people say. It may hurt, but in the long run, I'm freeing myself, everyone who came before me, and everybody who's coming before. Hey, Marie Noor. Thank you, TC. That's what you're saying. You're saying the freedom is more important. And that's why the ancestors betted on you, because these are the same ancestors who tried to buck the system because freedom was important to them. Spirituality is freedom. Freedom of your mind, your soul, your spirit. It's freedom. It's freedom to do what you want to do, because there is no God pointing down at you from heaven saying that you're going to a non-existent hell. That's not what's happening. I will forever, until the end of my days, refer to Reverend Carlton Pearson and what it took for that man to buck the system that was feeding him literally, financially, emotionally, and spiritually, and had an awakening and said, wait a minute, God don't care if you gay, straight, bi, trans, upside down, right side up. He loves everyone. God, Goddess is not concerned with that. That was a big hurdle to jump. And I remember going through my awakening and saying, if this man, being a bishop in the church, being so elevated, so high, I remember going to his church when I was in high school because I was a fan of his when I was in the church. Went to LA, went to his giant church. It was huge. It was open. Homeless could come in. Anyone could come in. It was always in his heart, right? And then to see him make that leap and to watch them excommunicate him, demonize him. And then when I went through my awakening, to watch my family do the same. I said, all right, I got to see this through. I got to see where this is going. And baby, it's beautiful over here. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Your freedom is worth it. Your mind is worth it. Your heart is worth it. If you ever have kids, it's worth it. I fought for her. She will never have to go through what I went through because I'm doing the work. She knows freedom that I did not because I did the work, and it's worth it. So keep going. That is my message for you on this first Sunday. Please keep going. Don't quit. I promise you, when it gets the tightest, you about to break through. That is not just a saying that is darkest before the dawn. It is legit dark, the darkest before the light breaks. It seems like the proverbial ish hits the fan. The people at your job go to acting a fool. The car gives out, all of that, because you about to hit your breakthrough. And let me take it out of spiritual context. We're going to take this to regular metaphysical manifestation language, right? When the 3D sees you pushing against it, and you're like, nope, this isn't it. This isn't it. I see this bill is due. I'm ignoring it. I'm not. There will be more proof coming to you that that thing is than that thing isn't. Case in point, the young lady who was going into foreclosure. Okay? I love this collective for the people. Case in point, that lady who was going into foreclosure. Everything went left in those 15 days. It wasn't easy. She was like, okay, I did what you told me. I put this here. Yeah, it's so tight right now you can't breathe. I want you to take a deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Exhale hard. Because your relief is coming, honey. It is coming. It is coming. So mote it be. May the ancestors show up for you. May the money manifest. May you receive refunds, rebates. May people forget that they forgot to pay you. May your family members think about you and absolutely send you cash apps, Zales, and PayPals. I call upon your financial abundance. I command it to show up for you. I call in relief for you. Even now, as you see me, as you hear me, so mote it be. With harm to those who wish harm to you. May you receive relief. May you get unnecessary tips. May you get crazy Ubers with people who connect you to jobs, opportunities, prosperity, abundance, and protection. Because it's your birthright. It belonged to you when you took your first breath. It's coming. This isn't me. I feel spirit on me. This is yours. It is yours. Before January ends, it will be better. Before January ends, you will have a job. Before January ends, things will look different. Don't quit. Keep going. I call favor on you. Favor, favor, favor. Unmerited favor. I call abundance and prosperity on you. Ease. Ease is yours. It is your ancestral inheritance. All of this stuff has been paid for. Your ancestors paid for it with their blood and bone. It is yours. Ashe, I mean and I mean it. It is yours. That is what they want us to do because things get tight. Things got tight for me. Things get tight for me. But I refuse to stop. I want you to refuse to stop. You're so welcome. And cry. Let that out. That's energy in motion, emotion. It needs to move. It needs to be released. It needs to come up out of your body. We're in the midst of a super full moon energy right now until Tuesday. Anything that comes up for you emotionally that you need to let out, let it out. It is a purging and a release so that you have room to receive. Hey, Yvonne, let that happen. Let it out. The other thing I want you to do, sweetheart, that I just got through praying for, get you some salt, like regular salt. It ain't got to be no sea salt, nothing fancy. Put it in a tub of water. If you don't have a tub, put it in a bucket and pour it over your head. Get you some salt water. And I want you to pour it over your head in the shower, or I want you to sit in the tub for 10 minutes. And when you get out, sweetheart, read Psalm 72 and Psalms 23. Because yea, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of lack, you will fear no debts, for the ancestors are with you. Okay? They're walking with you. They're going to provide for you. Things may get tight, but you won't fall. Never that. Never that. But that's what we have to do. We have to refuse to believe the reality over what we know. When that young lady was messaging me, yes, we have to dance. When she messaged me about that, yeah, sit in the salt water for 10 minutes. About that foreclosure, I told her what the ancestor said to do. It was a simple ritual. She did it. She messaged me back 3 days later and she said, they set a date for the foreclosure. I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because once this is set, you set it and forget it. She messaged me back. She said, my husband is so angry. He don't know what we're going to do. And he feels like I made a mistake and da-da-da-da. I said, you didn't make no mistake. You're doing what you told. 2-3 days later, it was, wait a minute. They lost some paperwork. The date has to be pushed back. I said, this date going to be deleted. Right? She said, okay. And she was like upset because then something else happened to push it towards foreclosure again. And she said, thank you for your help, but it's not working. I said, no worries, because I knew she'd be back. Because I know my people, and I know Spirit, and Spirit don't lie. Because if it was going to be a foreclosure, they'd have told her to pack up and tell her where to go. And then she messaged me and she said, oh my gosh, they canceled it and the money showed up. Because they don't make no mistakes. You're very welcome. They don't make no mistakes. That's why, like, a lot of this stuff that y'all are seeing on, like, TikTok, Instagram, yeah, my, that shows up. All right, TC. And I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, that's a piece of it. But that's not all of it. And that's where people will, like, give you a little bit of the sauce, but they won't tell you everything. Because there's a spirit of, I don't want you doing better than me. I don't want you to get more popular than me. I don't want you to be more powerful than me. That's a big issue in the spiritual community. Big eyes and little U's. Not realizing that there's more than enough for everybody. Spirit, God, the universe is divine, infinite source. It's infinite. Infinite. Why would there be lack? The answer is never no. It's wait. It's not right now. But it's never no. Yeah, it's super sad. There are people on this app that I mentor that have 3 times my followers. I'll never mention their names because it's not about me. It's about them getting what they need. And if Spirit's using me as an oracle to get it to them, so mote it be. Let me sit in my lane. Let me stay in my place. Okay? Because it's not about that. It's about the growth. It's about the experience. It's about what my soul came here to learn. And with every student I have, they're teaching me just like I'm teaching them. I'm learning from them just like they're learning from me. This is a back and forth situation, right? There's different takes. There's different perspectives on stuff. So you got to stay open. I'm going to start thinking that way. It's not a no. It's a not right now. Every time. Because in what universe would God want to tell you no? Would the universe want to tell you no? Would your ancestors ever want to tell you no? Especially for a lot of y'all, probably everybody who's on this live, you the only one in your family that's honoring your ancestors. You the only one keeping them alive, keeping their memory alive. So why would they tell you no? So more to be, thank you. I feel a little lighter since I cried. That's good. That's good. We're going to keep working though. Because when I go up in here, I'm going to give you something else. That's why I'm not worrying about being single. It will happen when it happens. Oh, honey, please take your time. There's no time frame on any of that. Absolutely, amen. There is no time frame on single. There's no time frame on babies. That is all between you and your higher self. Okay? That is between you and your higher self. Everybody and their mama medically told me I wasn't going to have no baby. Okay, is surely she a time frame? Okay, because everybody was like, no. My doctor was like, you're too old. You're too old. 39, got pregnant. She's 5 upstairs and now telling me what to do. It's not up to us. I remember that feeling like I was going to be single forever because I was everybody's bridesmaid, honey. I was everybody's bridesmaid. I had gotten to the point, it's a funny story. Yes, the doctor told me that, honey. They told me, yeah, good luck with that because it's too late. You can't have any kids. And you got fibroids and you've got this and you've got that. You can't have babies, da da da. And she's here and she's happy and she's healthy. And I have been everybody's bridesmaid to the point. I remember a good friend of mine, her wedding, and she didn't even marry him no more. Things had gotten so crazy till I had to build the gazebo that she got married under. Cause what? That's how far off the radar of having somebody that it wasn't happening for me. So, and now I'm married happily, whatever, and it's fabulous. But marriage may not even be the thing. It's not about the marriage. It's about being at peace with yourself. Because even married is drama with everybody. Ain't nothing perfect. I love him. He loves me. It's wonderful, but it ain't perfect. You can be very, very happy, satisfied, and live an amazing life and be single. I hate to hear married women talk about marriage like that's the end all be all. Honey, this is a choice. You figure out if that's what you want or not. That ain't absolutely not. Same with kids. For real, for real. Like, I have one aunt that has just been traveling, living her life, and she's fine. She ain't never been married my whole life. And TT is good. Do you hear me? Marriage is a choice. You do not have to make it. And you do not need a partner to validate you or your existence. Because trust me, even after you get married, you're going to still have to do it for yourself. You're still an individual. Still an individual. Amen to that. My family was always saying, have kids. Nope, don't want any. And don't, right? Because kids are a whole thing. I'm only 5 years in on the job. I can't even get benefits yet. I'm brand new to this, and it's a lot, okay? And it's expensive. And if you don't feel it in your shondo, don't do it. And she ain't looking for no validation, period. You're right about that. This is the year of do it how you want to do it, so it can look how you want it to look. You're not taking no stuff off of people. Not benefits. Yeah, girl, I'm new. I'm new to the job. You're just not. Oh, thanks, Tasha. I see I see a lot of people turning corners this year. Cause last year was the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay. Exactly. I've been raising my brother since he was 8. I'm cool on the baby. Oh yeah, you've been doing this. You like, I'm good. I'm good. Kids are a lot and they're involved and they're very expensive. Very expensive. I remember, again, new to the game, and I'm older. I'm in my late 40s. All of my friends' kids are coming out of college. I say, what did you do? And so was 5. They don't remember. Okay. And so just the idea that she's got an interview for preschool was crazy to me. Things I didn't know. But yeah, as I was saying, thanks, Sherelle. 2025 was a backbreaker. It was thank you, TC. It really pushed us to our proverbial limits. Okay. 2025 yo-yoed me, honey. It said, Brink, bring her back. Brink, bring her back. And I say, what? Are we doing this again? 4 times, 1 year, no problem. All right, I'll keep going. I'm going to keep lighting these candles. I'm going to keep saying these psalms. I'm going to keep helping my clients. I'm going to keep being there for my baby. I'm going to still be away. 11 on the clock. Thank you for that confirmation. But that's because this year, the level of manifestation and benefit and realization that you're coming into needed you to be that strong so that you would be grounded enough to hold it. She said 2025 had us out here like crackheads. You ain't lying. 2025 beat me and had me in a chokehold. Yeah. Oh, decided to file for divorce 30 years later. I'm tired of. Congratulations for saying it's me. I got to put me first, Lucius. I got to put me first. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah. And that's okay. Because this year isn't, and I keep telling people because they keep saying it's the year of the horse, it's the year of the fire horse. Okay. The horse is on fire. It's moving so fast and it's on fire. So then that means some stuff is going to catch them flames. Some stuff is still going to get burnt up. There's still some relationships that are still hanging on that's going to fall off. Still some habits of ours that's going to get burnt up so that we can move forward. Yeah. So the horse in like always, my phone is always on the end of its battery. I got 20%, but I'm explaining this fire horse, then I'm gonna get out of here. I thought I had charged it, but apparently not. Um, the horse in and of itself is about mobility, being able to move quickly, being able to accomplish things, having the thing and the capacity to handle the burden, the weight, and keep moving, right? But with it being on fire, the fire horse is extra fast. Things are going to be happening like quick this year. And not all of it's going to be pleasant, but the fact that we're being able to continue to move means that we're going to get through it, okay? And we're going to be able to accomplish what we want. There are still some habits and some, she says, so powerful it drains your battery, and some things that's not going to make it out. I want y'all to continue to remember to give yourself grace because we know the actual New Year isn't until the spring equinox, right? But even the Chinese New Year isn't until February the 13th, 14th, something like that. You're still in that 2025 energy. You're still in that 9-year energy. So if you're still tired, if you said Happy New Year and it wasn't, it didn't have all of the pizzazz and the zhuzh that you thought it would, it's because it's not done. We're still in that energy. So I want you to be easy with yourself. I want you to get the food that you want. And if you can rest, I want you to rest and just do what has to be done. Right? We're not trying to accomplish no new goals right now. Okay? We are doing what has to be done until the relief shows up. Because the relief is going to show up. But give yourself grace and space right now. Allow yourself to be peaceful. Okay? Happy New Year. I went to bed peacefully. Absolutely. Absolutely. Give yourself grace and space. Don't be too hard on yourself. Your people not upset with you. I swear, I'm going to have to say that all year because if I tell you the amount of people that get readings from me and they're like, are my ancestors mad at me? Hell no. They're grateful. Grateful, grateful. Grateful, grateful. My baby yesterday, we were upstairs and she likes the pendulum because she talks to my dad. My dad's on the other side. And I have everybody's pictures up. And so she's 5. And she said, I want to ask Pop a question. I said, that's fine. Go ahead. I'm sure he's listening. And so she did her little pendulum thing and asked him out of the blue. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. Did he want some cake? Because I have pound cake downstairs. And the pendulum moved to yes. And she also knows my mother doesn't believe what we believe because we have magic mornings with mommy where we burn ancestor money and we tell the ancestors hi. And she said, okay, Pop, I will get you some cake and I'll bring it up. So I went downstairs to cut the cake for her to put on the altar yesterday. And we ordered some DoorDash. Hey, Portia. We'd ordered some DoorDash and she had said apparently she wanted a burger and nuggets. I just got the burger. Mama missed the message. But when she got the food, it was a burger and nuggets in there. And I said, Pop sent you them nuggets because you gave him some cake. And she was like, yeah, I'm Pop's favorite. Like, it's so cute to see her growing up with this because I don't want anybody to ever convince her that this is evil. Ever. I love you. I love you too, girl. You're welcome. I know. Come on, pop pop. Um, and so she's growing up with this normally, like it's nothing. Yes, mama's lighting another candle. Yes, mama's doing this. I think it's a fire in the altar room. I don't know what's going on. But she thinks it's normal. Anything you normalize, right? And that's my goal for you as well as for my little one is to make all of this normal. It has to fit into your everyday life. Yeah. Yeah, she's never going to think that. I am going to keep teaching. Thank you, Tanya. I'm definitely going to keep teaching. And hey, Dels, how are you? Um, and that's the thing I want for anybody who touches a like, a post, or anything. Know that this is your new normal. And if you don't put something on the altar, nobody's coming to cast you anywhere. It's okay. There were literal weeks, maybe a month and change this year that I could not do anything. Thank you so much. Thank you. And nothing happened. They were like, that's fine, girl, go to bed. There's a girl on here. These are press ons. Her name is Love and Lash Nails. Um, if you want these, just DM me and I'll send you her information. She's out of Indiana and she did these by hand. Black owned female business. And she did these by hand. Do you see how these look like I've been to the nail shop? Honey, she literally from taking a picture of my nails decided what size I needed and everything. So yeah. If y'all have not signed up for her mentorship program, do it. It was life changing. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, y'all message me and I'm gonna send you her Instagram and her TikTok. She's amazing. She's really amazing and she's so sweet. And the fact that she does all this by hand from a distance, honey, when I got these, I took them out the back box and put them on immediately. And I will be ordering my Valentine's Day set. She's talented. That's the other thing. As women, okay, no shade to the guys on the live, but to the women, this is your year to stand up in your talent because all of y'all are talented. All of y'all have something to give. All of y'all have something of value that you can make money off of. This is not a year to play small. This is not a year to act like you're not worthy. This is not that year. This is the year to stand on business, sis. If you got it, go flaunt it. I heard a young man on here say you need to work your set in 2026, whatever is to your advantage. If it's pretty privilege, if you know how to type, if you know how to look at a camera, if you got followers, if you don't have followers, if people always talking to you, work your set, whatever is your talent, whatever you have, use it and make your money off of it in 2026, okay? You stepping on my toes. But that's what we're doing all year. We're standing on business. You're putting your talent on Front Street. I'm gonna quit playing with myself. I'm gonna be on here every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay? Because why not? I'm busy, but I ain't that darn busy that I can't get on live and come say hi to the people that support me and get y'all some clarity and some answers. Right? So stand on business all year and don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Your spiritual practice, your money, none of that. Take it as it is and just keep it pushing. Okay? But from now until middle of February, don't put no pressure on yourself. Don't put no pressure on yourself. It's not time. It's not time. It's not. And there are other ways and things to get things that you need. There's all sorts of ways. There's apps for that. I had a young lady ask me about doing some work to help her with like a light bill or something. And I said, cool, we'll do the magic. But also there's an app called Defer It that will let you pay in full. Right? We're using physical and spiritual means. So if you ever have like, hey, Keisha, do you know anything about this? Don't always have to be spiritual. If I don't know it, I probably know somebody who does. And that's one thing about me. I know I don't know everything. But what I don't know, I'll refer you out. Some young lady was inquiring about initiating into voodoo. I don't know anything about voodoo to that degree. Here's my friend. She's initiated voodoo priestess. Go talk to her. You know what I'm saying? If you're asking about this or this or this, I got you. But if I don't, I'm going to send you somebody who can. So we're hitting things on both ends, physical and spiritual this year. Both. Thank you for liking the live. My phone is like, quit playing with me. It is on 13%. I'm going to go charge. But I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I have up. So I'm taking 3 more people because I've already got 2. 3 more people, and it is a paid offering where I'm taking you in for 6 weeks. And hey, Heber, I'm taking you in for 6 weeks and I'm teaching you your conjure, not mine, yours. We're going to tap into all that you need, okay, to increase on your spiritual journey and create your own living book of shadows, because your book of shadows is a living organism. It is not something that is a stasis, because you're always going in and changing things. That's the first thing. The second thing that I have for you guys that I feel like if you own here, go get it, is my Open Your Roads ebook. It is super simple. It's $7. It is a cleansing ritual and a road opener. You can use it anytime, all year long. So when you feel stagnant, when you feel stuck, when you feel like nothing's working, when everything you used to do is not working anymore, you can go to this little 4 or 5 pages of steps and 11,100 likes, 111. It's on my link tree, sweetheart. And you can, thank you, Heber, you can download it and you can use it. It's super simple. And I promise you everything in there is in your spice cabinet or your refrigerator. Nothing crazy. And I did that because after last year, I realized how many people had gotten to a point where they're like, I need this, I need this, I need this. You can't afford to pay somebody to do it. You need to do it for yourself. And that's what I'm doing all 2026. I'm teaching you how to do this stuff yourself. I'm upping it on Patreon. And I think the low tier on Patreon is like $20 a month. And it's going to be amazing because I'm dropping knowledge in Patreon. Don't bother with just doing the free in Patreon because I'm not doing any more information in the free side. It's all going to be on the paid side. But it's worth it. I see your text, Della. I'm going to send it to you. So yeah, y'all, I'm doing those things. And of course, I'm available for readings and all that stuff. I'm going to be dropping a reading special next week. So watch out for that. But I love you guys to the moon and back. Give yourself some grace. Go rest. Eat some food. Drink your water. You've got this. And I wasn't going to say anything about this, but Spirit's like, say what I said. The thing that just happened in the news where someone was taken, right, from their country, okay? Spirit has said, don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out. There is a deeper reason, and you're not in danger, okay? You're fine. You're going to be fine. Don't let that part of the news freak you out or think that something drastic or crazy is going to happen, because that's for something deeper. And see, it's the stuff that, like this, that I'm going to be talking about on Patreon. Because I don't know who watching the live, but not in the live. But we're going to be fine. There's a motive. And it ain't got nothing to do with us. All right. I felt that as soon as I saw that. And I was like, we're good. We're going to move along. Man, listen. I love y'all so much. Y'all have a fabulous Sunday. Happy New Year to all of you all. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.